Hello friends, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant, and today I'll be sharing two draw informations with you. These two draws are held by two provinces. So before I go ahead and get you the entire details, a small request: if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so that it comes to you immediately when we upload. So without further delay, let's move on to this very important video of two recent draws which are held by two provinces. So two PNP draws are held by two provinces, and what are the details I'll be sharing with you. So first, it's always like the younger child in the house gets a lot of love and affection. Same is the case with this smallest province. This is the smallest province, and it has conducted 5th PNP draw of 2023. So by now you must have guessed what is the province. This province is Prince Edward Island. So Prince Edward Island, which is the smallest province in Canada, conducted the 5th draw of 2023. Now this province, although this is very small in size, and you won't believe if I show you the map of Canada, you won't be even able to find it on the map of Canada. This is that much small. This is the map of Canada, and you won't be able to find it on the map of Canada. So that is why I'm pointing to you. This is an island, Prince Edward Island, the smallest province. Look at the Canada and look at this province, the size of this province. So, but in spite of being such a small province, it is very much focused on immigration. So much focused on immigration that it calls people by three ways. The first way, of course, federal, anybody taking a federal immigration express entry or anything else can come to Prince Edward Island. The second option is their PNP, the PNP category. So this offers actually a lot of categories, but I have to make it easy. I have made it simple, and it is two categories, mainly, broadly two categories. One is a worker stream, and the second one is your entrepreneur stream. So this is the PNP category, and there is a third category which is called AIP, Atlantic Immigration Program. So Atlantic Immigration Program is a third way by which this province calls the people. Federal, PNP, Atlantic, three ways. So Atlantic, I have a complete detailed video on how Atlantic immigration works, what you can do, what is the filing procedure, everything I have shared in the Atlantic immigration video. If you have not watched, please do watch this video. But again, our focus today is the PNP draw held by Prince Edward Island. So Prince Edward Island, as I said, the focus is that much. It is calling people by three different ways. Plus, this is the only province out of 10 provinces which has already in advance shared its schedule. When is the draw date happening? So they have already provided March 16. Now you must be thinking, March 16? That's too old. Why are you telling so old draw? No, I am not telling you March 16 draw. I am not telling you March 16 draw. I am telling you additional information. I am telling you that two unscheduled draw happened. Two unscheduled draws are conducted by Prince Edward Island. And the first draw, which was an unscheduled draw, happened on March 2nd. The second unscheduled draw happened on March 30th. So we are going to talk about this latest draw, March 30th draw. It was posted yesterday, so I'm sharing this information, the latest information with you, March 30th draw. Now, in March 30th draw, what happened? In March 30th draw, 113 people were called, and they only called in the express entry labor impact category. There was business impact or entrepreneur category, nobody was called. 0 people were called in that category, and total 113 people were called right here in front of you. Now let's look at the snapshot. So snapshot tells you how many people are called in 2023. So as I said, January they have done 1 draw, February Prince Edward Island has done 1 draw, but March they have done 3 draws. So 2 of these 3 draws are unscheduled draws. March 2nd draw is unscheduled draw, March 30th is an unscheduled draw, March 16th was actually a scheduled draw. So total, this small province called 754 people. So draw by draw, number by number, every information is right in front of you. So that is about Prince Edward Island. So let's move from one coast to another coast. So let's move from that coast to BC. BC, which is conducted 4th PNP draw of March month. So in the March month they have conducted this 4th draw. So before I go into the draw, let me tell you very important thing about BC. BC conducts draw every Tuesday. Every Tuesday they conduct draw. But if there is any kind of technical error, or if there is a holiday or any sort of issues, then the draw moves on to the next date. But otherwise they conduct draw every Tuesday. And also BC, as I told you earlier too, BC conducts a draw in a kind of 2 parts. So one part is a general draw and other part is a focus draw. And one more thing I want to add about BC is that BC conducts alternatively general draw, tech draw, alternative week. So this week it was a turn of the tech draw. So BC conducted a tech draw in which technology sector people were called, and number of people who were called are 165, and here the minimum score was 85. So just once again stressing on the point that this 85 is not a CRS score. This is 85 is the BC's own score, BC own matrix. So this is, do not confuse with the CRS score. This is BC's score, BC matrix score. So 85 people called, 165 people were called and 85 was the minimum score. So part 2 of the draw, as I said, BC conduct draw in 2 parts. So part 2 of the draw was a focus draw, and here is the information on the focus draw. So now let's look everything in the form of highlight for easy understanding. 215 people were called, and out of 200 people, 215 people, 165 people were called in the tech draw category. 50 people were called in the targeted draw category. So target, what does the BC target? BC again, every time BC targets early childhood educators, which is called ECE, and 23 people were called under the ECE category. Healthcare workers, 23 healthcare workers are called, and lastly veterinary doctors and animal health technologists, 4 people are called. So these are the categories. They always, BC always conduct draw. So if you are a veterinary doctor, if you are an animal healthcare technologist, BC is the right place. One more important thing I like to add is, for technology sector people, there are so many options, so many options. You have BC PNP, you have Saskatchewan, you have Alberta, you have of course the giant Ontario, and the federal options are always open. So technology and healthcare. Healthcare, every province post-COVID, healthcare is always in a very, very high demand. So if you belong to that sector, you have great chance of coming to Canada. So that's about the draw. Now let's see the snapshot. So snapshot of what has happened so far in BC. So in the month of January, BC called 1,107 people, and then in the month of February, 895 people were called. in the month of March, they have done 4 draws. So date by date information right in front of you. So 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th, it should be the draw on 28th. But unfortunately, it was not held on 28th, it was held on 30th of March and it was posted yesterday. So I am sharing with you all this information today. And total, almost BC called 3,000 people. Almost 3,000 people. So on an average, BC calls around 1,000 people in their PNP category each month. So this is the information, as I tell always in my videos, that there are number of PNPs, 80 plus PNPs. So everything is not suitable to everyone. Each individual has its own goals. If you need to discuss your own case with us, you can book an appointment, and our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number. Everything is shared right here with you. Very important thing. If you have still not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.